evening, parents. This is a video explaining some new things that I sent home for you, for your students. You're going to see a folder that looks like this with a sticky note. That note marks where your child is working. Most of the students, I put a check mark by what they're practicing, but if you don't see a check mark, just open up to the page that has the sticky note, okay? This is something that your child can do with you. If you're unable to read it, that's okay. Just have them practice a few words or even just 2 words if they're stuck, okay? The beginning has the vowels. So if you look at this, they should be able to read through those vowels for you. And then the first page starts with the letter M, because again, in Spanish, we take the vowel sound and a consonant and we put them together to form syllables, and that's how we learn to read. So at the bottom, they should be able to read to you a, ma, me, mo, mu, and so on. But some of your students might be on a page like this. Again, if these sentences are too difficult for them, I'm working with them in small groups on this as well. Just have them practice one sentence, breaking down the word into syllables and sounds, okay? So that's that folder. Your child should only spend at the most maybe 4 to 5 minutes on this. If they're at frustration level, put it to the side. Or again, go back and just have them review the vowels, even just the letter M page, okay? All right. Then in your student's little bag, so I'm sending all of this in a plastic bag, their name on it. They have a book. Again, if this is at a frustration level for them, that's okay. I sent them home with a highlighter, and they can actually just look through the story and find the words with the sound. This week is the letter F, and can't find my F card. Just remind them that it's like the fountain, fuente, okay? They can actually go through and just circle and highlight the words that have fa, fe, fi, fo, fu, okay, the syllables of the week. All right. So if this is too hard for them to read, just simply ask them to go through it and look for words with the letter F. Okay. Again, this is something maybe about 2 minutes to 3 minutes to spend on. If they're reading it, have them read it and try and tell you what it was about. Okay. If you're not reading in Spanish yourself, that's fine. Simply do the activity of looking for the syllables, and then maybe just have them practice trying to read a couple of words from this story, okay? This is something, again, we're going to work on in small groups, okay? And then this page will also be in their book bag, and this is our fluency page that we read every day, about 5 minutes out of reading time. I read a line, they read a line, and then eventually they're reading this themselves. By Friday, I'll check to see how they're doing with this page as part of a fluency check, okay? Again, this is something they should spend maybe 1 to 2 minutes on. If it's a frustration level for them or it's a little tricky, just have them practice the title. Make all the sounds, read the title to you, okay? If you need to go back and work on vowels with your students, go back to the folder and remind them of the vowel sounds and the sounds to consonants make, okay? So those are 3 things that, well, actually, these 2 things for sure everybody has. This only some students have. Some students have other things in their book bag, such as another book with a paper that looks like kind of an idea map. Some students have scholastic news in Spanish with activities they can work on. I want you to understand these are not things they have to have done tonight or in one day. This is something they can work on throughout the week at home, in the classroom during center time, and in small groups with me. So hopefully by Friday, they'll be able to read these 2 things. Okay, for sure this little story or poem, I want this to be something they can all read. This, they might be able to read part of it, or for sure point out the words with the syllables with F in them, okay? And then whatever page they're working on, as they progress, I will check them. If they're reading it correctly, I'll give them a sticker. They'll move on, and I'll mark where they need to practice at home with you. This whole routine should only take about, let's see, 5 minutes here, couple minutes here, just looking for syllables with the letter F, and then 2 minutes here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 2 minutes for these things, okay? And then, of course, they have the homework page. If they're spending a lot of time on the homework page, maybe just try to spend a couple minutes here and build that stamina for your child. If they're struggling with the homework, focus on the homework for now. That's totally fine. If they need something more to do, or if they don't have a book to read, that's what this bag is going to be good for. That way they always have something to work on. And these things you can put on the reading log as well, okay? And as I mentioned, I think I mentioned this, I'll be working with them with the things in this bag throughout the week. So again, it's not something they need to do all in one evening, okay? I just want to make that clear so you don't think I sent home all that homework for tonight, okay? And I want them to remember to bring that bag every day. This bag is important because otherwise I won't have the things that I need to work with them, okay? So make sure they remember to bring that back. They have a little, some of them have a little reading finger in there and a highlighter. They can keep those things. Please help them remember to be responsible and to come back to school with all of those things, okay? All right. I look forward to see how they do. And I appreciate all the extra help that you give at home with your student, okay? Just please remember, if they're at a frustration level, go back to the basics, just the homework page, maybe practicing vowels, okay? Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.